Hey everyone, it's Josh here for DraftMagic.com. We're drafting what is unfortunately not Innistrad, taking for goddamned ever to come out online. But it's been a little bit too long since I've recorded a video, and I'm definitely not doing M12. I'm absolutely done with that one. First pick is a bit sketchy. Dispatch is obviously can't just throw it into any deck, not even any white deck. We're gonna have to be Metalcraft for it to be good. I don't think I want to first pick a Suture Priest or a Thundering Tanadon. And Dispatch is the best card in the pack potentially. And in a deeper pack it sometimes wheels, but this one's definitely not. It's not wheeling, so we're just gonna take it. I do like to play Metalcraft, and well, an aggressive sort of Metalcraft. One of my preferred archetypes. So see if we can get into that. Porcelain Legionnaire fits right in there. Remember the Fallen's also a good card, and we don't necessarily want to send the white signal, but it's going to be more important to get the artifact and the beater. Although remember the Fallen does bring back an artifact, so you can sort of almost can count it towards your artifact count. There's also Mind Calling, which is another one of my favorite cards, but doesn't go well with the Dispatch necessarily, and Porcelain Legionnaire is just awesome in any deck, no matter what happens. Alright, so some good cards. There's Whispering Spectre, Triumph of the Hordes are probably the better cards in the pack. Don't really fit with what we're trying to do. There's also Trespassing Soul Eater and Etched Monstrosity. I mean, 5/5 for 5 is okay. It does have a drawback against Proliferate, but still, even if they proliferate once, it's still pretty big. Though, if I'm going to be aggressive, I'd rather lean towards the early drops. So I think I just take the Soul Eater here. It's also Slash Panther, which is worth considering, I guess, but I'll just take the Soul Eater. I do like the Soul Eater a lot. Alright, well, no artifacts here. British Grasp is a fine card, but not going to move in on black for it. I think I just take the Gambit here over the Impaler Shrike. I don't necessarily want to commit to blue as my second color, or even as my first color. I'm not committed to this Dispatch by any means, but I'll just take the Gambit. Go in my deck no matter what. Interesting. So some good red cards here. We're definitely taking a red card. I guess I could take a Slash Panther, but I'm looking more towards Artillerize, Slag Fiend, or Whip Flare. All three of them are cards I like quite a bit. Slag Fiend would be a bit sketchy, maybe. It actually might wheel, not because the pack is deep, but because the pack is deep in red cards, and it's not necessarily highly regarded. I think I just take the Artillerize, which goes best in an aggressive build. Whip Flare definitely fits the Metalcraft. Whip Flare is not good against every deck. It's really good against like White Flyers or Infect, but it's mediocre against some of the other archetypes. We'll take the Artillerize. Maybe we get to wield that Slag Fiend. That would be sweet. Another Mind Culling. I don't like to pass Mind Callings. I love Mind Calling. Trespassing Soul Eater sort of fits our deck a little better at the moment. But at that point, once you have like two Soul Eaters and a Tezzeret's Gambit, it kind of means we want to be blue. If I'm going to be blue, I'd rather just take a Mind Calling at this point. I don't want to like shape the rest of my draft to force this Dispatch, my first pick, which is out of a weak pack. I don't want to have to force this Dispatch to be playable. We'll just take the Mind Calling. I mean, blues definitely seemed open. This pack sucks. I'll just take the Soul Eater in case I'm desperate for an artifact. Whip Flare, eh? Remember the Fallen too, though. I think I gotta take the Remember the Fallen. Just because it's Remember the Fallen's gonna be good in my deck no matter what. As long as I have some number of artifacts. It's card advantage. I mean, Whip Flare is really good in the decks it's good against, but it's blank against some of the other decks, and we'll just take the Remember the Fallen. It's a pretty good signal that. What are people taking? Like, this pack was so bad, and Vapor Snag and Tanadon came back. No one even rare drafted. What did maybe I forget what was in the pack, but it seemed really bad. Pretty shallow. I think I take the Tanadon here. Vapor Snag is good too, but I think I might want to lean towards some artifacts. Tanadon's definitely perfectly fine in an aggressive deck. This card gets a bit of a bad rap because, you know, you get it bounced or whatever. Like outside of green, if you're playing it outside of green, you know, it's a little risky paying 4 life. But when you're aggressive, you're perfectly willing to. I don't actually know I'm 100% going to be aggressive, but it looks like I will be. So I think that's fine. Maybe Numbing Dose. I won't hide Numbing Dose. No, so the Slicing did not wheel. We'll take the Destruction instead. I don't think I'm going to be running a Soul Eater. Really hope I don't have to run the 4-2. Ooh, well, that's sweet. So change of plans a little bit, right? We're definitely going to want to play Tezzeret. Alright, so we can either look to just switch to blue-black, maybe splash the white or the red, or we can look to play blue-white, blue-red, more likely blue-white and splash the black or something. But either way, I'm taking it, and I'm going to try my darndest to be able to play it in my deck. Which means we take Skinwing here over Serum Raker. I think it's just more valuable in the sense that it's an artifact for Tezzeret, and yeah. Enough said. I guess if we're going to play black, Virulent Wound is worth thinking about, but not that hard because I don't know that I want to play black as a main color. Alright, so here we've got Flesh Eater Imp, Mirrodin, and Divine Offering. I think that maybe black is going to be the splash. I don't really want to take the Flesh Eater Imp. I'd rather take either Divine Offering or Mirrodin. Mirrodin seems a little bit early, so I'll just take the Divine Offering, which is splashable in case I'm actually splashing white and not blue. And like Mirrodin, I might have a chance at later on. It seems a little early. It's definitely fine, especially with the Tezzeret, but a little underwhelming for this early. Treasure Mage, I think, is the pick here over the Steel Sabotage and the Flare Husk. I do have the Thundering Tanadon already, which is actually one of my favorite targets for it, since you can just curve right into it on the next turn. And maybe we'll find some more later on, but I like Treasure Mage. Yeah, this has got to be the Sphere of the Suns to help me do some splashing. Phyrexian Rager is tempting if I knew it was going to be black main deck, but there's also Gust Skimmer, Flare Husk. Like, there's plenty of other options. I'll take the Sphere of the Suns, so it's the most important in making sure I can play my Tezzeret. Excuse me. So we're looking at Quicksilver Geyser, Phyrexian Razor, Rusted Slasher. Rusted Slasher doesn't fit all that well here. We're clogging up on the 4s a little bit. Don't really have artifacts to sacrifice at the moment, or any reason to want to sacrifice artifacts. So I think it's between the Geyser and the Rager. I kind of prefer the Rager as a card, slightly. But it seems like I'm probably splashing the black. Consistency. If I do play black, though, it'll really help. I don't know. That's probably a bad pick, but that's okay. Yeah, I think I want to take the Mirrodin over the Seer Maker here. I actually still have the option of splashing blue and playing black. So this keeps that route open, taking the Mirrodin here. Seer Maker is fine, but again, I have a decent number of 4-drops. I want to short my early game a bit, and this supports our Tezzeret. Interesting. Mirrodin and Morbid Plunder. It's a late Morbid Plunder. So do I just move in on the... There's also a Marauder. I can't possibly imagine that I'll be able to play that. I'm just taking the Morbid Plunder. Mirrodin is great, but if it's coming this late, I might even wheel that first one we saw. So, look, we get a Quicksilver Geyser 2 on top of our Treasure Mage. Well, at this point might be splashed. I'm not taking the Razorfield Rhino here. I hit a 5/4. Like I still have another target for my Treasure Mage. Take the Geyser here. I wouldn't play the Rhino and the 5/4 goal. Okay. Probably not playing it, but take it. Rare draft. Late Ochre Resistors. Okay, we gotta sort of evaluate what's going on. I'm a little light on the artifacts at the moment. I think we just want to prioritize taking artifacts in this pack. Don't really know what colors I'm actually playing. Well, I know both blue and black are going to be in the deck. Probably white too. So on some combination of those 3 colors, probably hide the Artillerize and the Victorious Destruction. So how greedy would I like to be here? I don't have that many artifacts either, but I know I want to take them high. I just want to slam this Tempered Steel and and be on my way. But it seems pretty bad to take Tempered Steel here. Take Tempered Steel with the plan of just taking every artifact I see from now on. What else? What would I take instead? I can take Leaden Mirror, which would definitely help the mana out, as well as being an artifact. So I think it would be Leaden Mirror if it wasn't Tempered Steel. Yeah, Tempered Steel. I might even wheel that Leaden Mirror, or one of those mirror. So Glintock Idol or Silver Mirror is the pick here. Yeah, probably Silver Mirror to help with the mana. I'm no longer looking like I'm an aggressive deck. I think like maybe I'll be capable of some aggressive draws, but I'm not an aggro deck, that's for sure. Wow, some awesome cards for our deck here. Etched Champion, Origin Spellbomb, no, I'm not taking Chrome Seed, but it's between Etched Champion, Leaden Mirror, Origin Spellbomb, or Arrest. Yeah, I don't have much removal, but I think I gotta take the artifact here. So it's between the Origin Spellbomb and the Etched Champion. Origin Spellbomb works well with the Remember the Fallen. That's close. I mean, Etched Champion is But when it's good, it's going to be amazing. I really think I just want the. Oh no, I took the Origin spell. I'm not upset with that though, by any means. I was gonna switch it to the champion at the end, but take the life staff here over the quarter shield. I definitely want to just grab an artifact. There's nothing catching my eye outside of that. True conviction, eh? This would be yet another greedy-ass pick. But Clone Shell is not that great in this deck, though it can be searched with Tezzeret and whatnot. Yeah, True Conviction it is. It's gonna be a messy deck. Here we're just taking the replica. With Tempered Steel and Tezzeret, it seems like an actual fine card. Where all the good picks go. Bonds. Yeah, another replica. Not exciting, but does the job. I'm actually thinking about the Trigonum ending here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. I'm a little low on artifacts for the Sun Chaser, so yeah. I mean, it can give me some time and then maybe turn into a 5/5 with Tezzeret. Golden Urn? I don't think I want to play Golden Urn. I'm definitely not going to main deck Golden Urn and Trigonum ending. Take turn aside for the sideboard. Okay, well, Chrome Seed's not the worst card to wheel. I'll definitely take the Chrome Seed over the other cards because I want another artifact here. We're going to have an interesting build. It's possible I should have just taken another mirror when I had a chance. Got a little bit greedy. We're probably playing this Dispatch in the end. I mean, worst case is I scrub out round 1 and get to keep my Tezzeret. I didn't mean to reveal all, but alright. So I think in the end I'm splashing the blue. So I can play the Rager and the Plunder. The Rager is pretty good in this deck, I think. Salvage Scout has a chance, I suppose. I'd rather not. Yeah, actually, I mean, especially with the Silver Mirror, blue makes the most sense as the splash. I'll have my black, I'll have my white, and then I have the Silver Mirror and the Sphere of the Suns to help splash the Tezzeret. I'm probably going to play like things like Treasure Mage. Mind Calling is for sure going to make it in probably a Geyser too. I don't know about the Spire Serpent. Okay, we have some cuts to make. This looks about right otherwise. I mean, Now that I'm less aggressive, the Thundering Tanadon's a little worse, but with the Treasure Mage, I think it's good enough. I also have the Sphere of the Suns, which could randomly help. There's some ways of gaining life, too. Tempered Steel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's enough artifact creatures for Tempered Steel. Not that all of them necessarily need the bonus, but like it's kind of hard to count Phyrexia and Hulk towards the whether or not you should run the Tempered Steel count. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 artifacts total. I'm thinking about cutting the Trigon of Mending here. Seems like the sketchiest card in the deck. Maybe the Geyser as well, seeing as it's on the splash. I really like Mind Calling, but maybe the Geyser is actually better than the Mind Calling. I have the Gambit and Tezzeret already for card advantage, plus Rager, Treasure Mage, Origin Spellbomb. I definitely have sources of card advantage in this deck. The mana base is going to be a bit tough with True Conviction, Morbid Plunder. I mean, we do plenty of artifacts, so like we're not going to be missing plays. This is a high variance deck, I think. Quite a high variance deck. Like, on the one hand, I can have these ugly hands like, I don't know, Auriok Replicas and Phyrexia and Hulk. Nearsire. It's like kind of like a do nothing hand, and then I can have hands where I just like make 5/5s on turn 4, or have a bunch of 3/3s and 4/4s in play on turn 5. Pumped with Tempered Steel. I mean, probably need another land, so probably need another cut. I mean, I have Silver Mirror and Sphere of the Suns to help, but my mana base is going to be sketchy. What does it look like right now? Let's see. They're saying 7/3/3. That doesn't look right. Probably need at least another swamp. I mean, I can cut Morbid Plunder. I don't know about that. I can cut Morbid Plunder for Quicksilver Geyser, and then I'd be fine playing 16 land, given the Sphere, the Silver Mirror, and the draw spells. Otherwise, what am I cutting? Really don't know. Everything sort of seems to have its place. Cut the Hulk, but then Treasure Mage gets worse. Cut Treasure Mage and Hulk. I don't know if I like that though. Play 41 cards. Enough transfer like that much either. Oh, I have 3 4s, so that's not needed at all. If I want to go 8, sketchy. That's 17 lands, so 41 cards. Maybe that's okay. Alright, we'll see how this goes. It's definitely an interesting deck. Probably missed building it a little bit here, but